Hi, everyone. So, I am deeply disappointed with the Rivals community, and I want to talk about it and I want to rant about it. So, I'm going to throw some generic gameplay up in the background, just whatever I pick for the timeline and whatnot. And let's talk about it because right now I really, really wish people would do better. So if you've been living under a rock for some time now, there was a recent, and I say recent, I don't know if it's still going on. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong and down in the comment sections, I'm sure you will. The support strike. And so long story short, I'm not going to go through that whole detail of what it was and all these other things and whatnot. Long story short, a streamer by the name of Necros made a comment about support players. And then that essentially is what kind of started it. It kind of snowballed and turned into this whole big old thing or whatever. So, what I'm upset about is why is it okay now and considered anything other than unacceptable when people go out of their way online to harass people, to send hateful comments, death threats, all these things. This was just the most recent. Oops, sorry. This was the most recent bug flying in my face. This was the most recent situation of this, but it's been happening for so long now when it comes to movies, when it comes to TV shows, when it comes to video games. I mean, it's not okay for people to go out of their way and harass these people, insult these people, send them death threats and all these other things. It's not okay. When did this happen? When did this become okay? Because it's not okay. Necros said what he said, just as all of you, yes, you, all of you watching this video right now, you have your views and comments on things, whether it be video games, real life stuff, whatever, right? You have your opinions, they have theirs. It's okay to not agree. It's perfectly fine. It's okay. At what point as a society did we devolve from having understandings that people are raised differently, there's different cultures, there's different viewpoints, there's different ways at going about a topic or a discussion, a disagreement, whatever. When did we go away from that to you're a terrible person if you don't believe what I believe, you're all the meanest things I can think of, and I hope you die? When did that happen? I don't understand this mindset, because if you go, like, for example, like I said, I mentioned earlier with Necros, if you're one of those people that sent something to Necros because he said what he said, that says more about you than it says about him, because he made a comment, because he is a streamer, he is a content creator, he is on a platform where he can reach more people than a regular person, right? And so obviously with that privilege you need to be mindful of what you say, but this video is not about that. This video is about people acting like reasonable human beings. I'm gonna say that again. Reasonable human beings. He said something about a topic that pertains to a video game. He didn't say something far more heinous or terrible. He literally is talking about a video game, and people are attacking him, losing their minds. And I don't understand. I really need somebody, one of you in the comment section, help me understand this, because the amount of I'm gonna keep my language clean here, because YouTube, right? but the amount of fricks that I don't care about what other people say about me is beyond, like, it's below zero. You know, at the end of the day, if I'm a good person, if I'm a bad person, if I'm a whatever person, somebody's always gonna have something bad to say about me. It does not matter. So why even care? I care about my own self and personal integrity, and I cherish that very much so. But I don't need any external anything in order to justify that. Does that make sense? So when I hear about these things regarding these conversations surrounding people are attacking streamers, attacking actors, actresses, voice actors, voice actresses, game developers, graphic artists, like just all these people who make all of the entertainment that we consume. It deeply saddens me that people go out of their way to try to take what they're feeling and reconstruct it into something that can be hateful towards another person. I don't think people really understand the level of energy you have to give in order to do that, you know. Whereas you could be going to the gym, right? You could be going to the gym. You could be spending time with your friends. You could be learning a new language. You could be going to school, sleeping, spending time with your spouse, spending time with your pets. The list is long. You could be doing all these other things, but instead you choose to attack someone online because they had a different viewpoint. They have a different viewpoint than what you did, and it's about a video game. Guys, this is not okay. This has been going on for a long time now, and I've never once done anything like this of any sort, because at the end of the day, I just don't care enough to go out of my way to try to ruin someone else's day or to make someone else feel, life's already hard as it is. I already have enough struggles in my real life, so this is not something that I would normally even talk about, but it's becoming so frequent now. It's just becoming normal, and that's not okay. It's not okay on any level. I really want to say this to everyone out there, even though I know this video probably won't reach that many people, but this is not okay, and we need to start holding others accountable. And I don't mean going online and seeing something about what somebody said and then you attack them because they attack someone else. That's not holding somebody accountable. That's just throwing gasoline on the fire. What I mean is being actual decent human beings and just holding people accountable and saying, hey, this is not the right type of behavior for this type of conversation. Information can be exchanged amongst individuals, there can be a banter, there can be a back and forth, there can be a discussion, there can be a disagreement, there can be all these other things, a lot of things can be done with having an actual conversation. But when people act like this and they just go after these people, it's just not helping anyone here. Gamers already get a bad rep for a whole host of things. If you're watching this now, you're probably a gamer too, and you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Gamers get a bad rep for so much. We don't need to add to it. We don't need to throw more gasoline on the fire here. We all need to not only hold ourselves accountable, but we also need to hold our gaming peers accountable. And I'm talking about everything here. This whole situation with Necros, for example, this is just one situation, but I'm talking about how we talk amongst each other in the voice chats, how people and unfortunately I'm going to say mainly men go after women in these voice chats, and how they, you know, treat them horribly just because they're a woman playing a video game. All the slurs used online, you know, I get it. It's the internet, right? You can't control the beast that is the internet, right? People are gonna do what they're gonna do, right? There's so little accountability on the internet, so I get that for sure, and I get that what I'm saying here is probably something that's probably never going to come to fruition, right? I get that, but it just really makes me sad and disappointed when I see these situations come up time and time again, and it's the same thing every single time. Guys, we have to do better. We have to do better. This is not okay. This will never be okay. I really truly wish that more people, instead of doing what they're doing now, where they, you know, go out of their way to attack people and do it, just don't say anything. You know, I'm not saying change who you are. I'm saying just don't say anything. If it's something that somebody said online, or a streamer, or some, you know, whatever, you know, unless they're causing harm to someone, and in this case, once again, Necros is talking about a video game here. Does it really hurt you at the end of the day? No. You just don't agree with it. And if you don't agree with something, that's okay, right? You have your viewpoint, they have theirs. But it's okay to agree to disagree. I know, such a foreign concept that apparently has been lost to, you know, lost to time, I guess. I don't know. Maybe because I was just born in a different generation. You know, life was a lot different than it is now. No idea. Guys, thank you for listening to my rant. Truly, I say this as not only something that I believe, but something that I wish I would see more out in the world and on you know, online, and you know, when I'm playing my games with my friends and stuff like that. Just be better to each other. Treat each other better. Respect yourself more. Respect thy neighbor as well. The world is already full of turmoil, hardships, struggles, all these and that's. We don't need any more of it. We don't need any more of it. I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.